Hey there, thanks for tuning in to the TVHG Network. I am Emil Belvin. I am a realtor and investor here in the Los Angeles area. I've been in real estate since 2007, and this is my fourth project that I'm working on that I want to invite you to take a look at it. But the TVHG Network is about growing and learning, mentoring, so on and so forth. What our objective is to help real estate agents bridge the gap between being agents and learning how to be investors. So it's kind of a thin line because you have to change how you look at projects and deals that land on your desk. You have to go from looking at those deals through real estate commission lenses to changing out your glasses and putting on lenses and looking at deals through net proceeds and investor lenses. So without further ado, let's look at my latest project here on 67th and Crenshaw. It's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath. It's 930 square feet. That's the size of the home. 2-bedroom, 1-bath, 930 square feet. And it's on a 3,200 square foot lot. Well, I guess gets kind of tricky because it's an R3 lot. You only got 3,200 square feet, but it's still an R2 lot. So that's the property itself. Now, what I like about the property is that at least the house, and we'll look at, you guys will look at some pictures that are coming up as I'm speaking on this, but it was built on the east side of the lot, which is great because if the property was built in the middle of the lot, it would be so much harder. It would have swallowed the yard, but because it's built on the far side or the east side of the lot, it's positioned in such a way that it makes the yard actually feel like an average size yard, which is great. You kind of take advantage of that. When we found the property, as you can see here, there was some debris. It still had the foosball tables, a mattress, and this is not bad. I mean, there's a property I'm actually trying to purchase right now that's in a lot worse condition than this one. This property, you got the mattresses, and even behind the house, they, got some bookshelves and things, but that's pretty common. Now, when you look at this picture right here, one of the things that stands out to me, I'm actually in the yard. I'm like almost behind a little shade tree. And, this was an example, I think, of when you actually have to go out and you have to kind of feel the home and see the house and be in the house and be in the yard. Because when you're in the yard and you're at the home, it feels a lot different than looking at it online or Google mapping it. So if you can, by all means, you want to go out and see the property. I'm not one to recommend purchasing property sight unseen. If the numbers are great, sure, go for it. But if you're not sure, if you need a little bit more detail, if you want to make sure, then by all means, I recommend that you go out and see the property. So this is an example. When I was actually at the house for the first time and in the yard, I was like, okay, even though it's a small lot, it doesn't feel as small as I was expecting the 3,200 square foot lot to feel. And that was very assuring because whenever you're going to fix a property up and sell it, you kind of have to start thinking as like, well, what would the buyer want to do? What would the buyer be also looking at? So let's go back into the property. We're going to go back around to the front of the property here. And then from the front of the property, we're going to walk in to the front door. Now, as we walk into the front door, I'm positioned when I take this shot, I'm taking a shot at the east wall. Okay? So I'm taking a shot at the east wall. And the sun is shining through that window. It's probably about like 9:30, 10 in the morning. So the sun is coming in through that east window, really bright. And that door is going to be our focal point because that door kind of splits this room into two parts. There's the east side and then the west side. Now, this particular slide, or on this picture, you see the west side of the property. Again, that door is still there. That's the focal point. But I'm pointing my camera west now. I'm taking some pictures west. So to my right is the front door. To my left, you see a door also with a little blue wall back there. That's actually the bathroom, which is very unusual to walk into a living room and you see a bathroom right there. But that was the only bathroom for this property. And in order to get to that bathroom, you would have had to have gone into the bedroom to access the bathroom if that door wasn't there. And then you have the wall heater to the left right there, and then right behind the wall heater is the kitchen. So here's a picture of what's right behind that wall heater. And so I show you this because this particular picture, this particular slide is very important because this is where a lot of the modification to the property takes place between that wall where the heater is and that front room, that east side room. So follow me here. I'm going to put an X in a couple spots because these X's here are where a bedroom is going to be. We're going to put a third bedroom. Now here's a question that I want to pose. Here's a question I want to pose to you. We got a property, it's 2 bedrooms, 1 bath, 930 square feet. How do we add value to this home? Well, we have to add square footage. Not a bad answer. If you were thinking square footage, you were on the right track. But it's more expensive to add square footage. So we wanted to add something within the constraints of what was already there. So it was a reconfiguration and modification of the layout and the floor plan. By adding another bedroom and another half bath and switching the layout, I think it's going to add easily $25,000 to $50,000 to what this property could resell for. Of course, as a real estate agent and broker, people working in the business, you know that bedrooms and bathrooms significantly increase the value of property. So we're still working with 930 square feet, but by changing the layout, adding a third bedroom, and giving the property a half bath is going to make a big difference. So when you look at this picture right here, I want to point out to you, because what we're going to put here is a little X in red. And then in red, we have where the bedroom's going to be, just on the other side of that doorway. And then right here in blue, we got a blue X. This is where the bathroom is going to be, right? So we kind of flip-flop. Where the bathroom was, we're going to move the kitchen, and where the kitchen is, we're going to move the bedroom. So did I say that right? I think I said that wrong. So let me say it again. Where the bathroom is, we put the kitchen, and where the kitchen is, we put the bathroom. So hopefully I said it right that time. Sometimes when you're talking, it kind of starts to, rumble in your head, but I hope that came out clearly. It was a flip-flop of rooms. In addition to that, we added a third bedroom and a half bath. So let's go back to that front room. Again, the door is going to be the focal point here. The door is the focal point. And this is the first shot I want you to look at. This is the morning sun coming in through that east wall right there. That's that. Shortly after we left, because we were over there to meet with the demo team, but shortly after we left, the demo team came through and they started, first things first, peeling back the popcorn ceilings, which is very popular now, and getting rid of those ceilings to contemporize the room. And then the next thing was to take up the tile floor. So when you look at this one here, this next shot, you'll see the ceilings are gone and the tile is gone. So now it's just, maybe that's hardwood, maybe that's plywood, I can't tell, it's kind of dusty. But also, you can see right where the water heater is to your right, you can see that wall, and that wall is completely gone down to the studs. I mean, you can look straight through that wall now, okay? Which I'll show you in just the next slide, but I want you to get a feel for what the demo actually took, what took place during the demo. We got rid of the tile floor, we got rid of the popcorn ceilings, and we got rid of, we opened up this wall completely here in regard to the renovation, the demo. So when we look at this next slide, you really can get a sense for what's going on now, right? Okay, take a look at this here. On this slide, to the left, that's that same window. So it's 3 windows being shown. And look at my door. The door is to the far left. I barely got the handle in there, but you can see it. That's the front door still. And that first window and that second window are part of the third bedroom that's being added. So that's going to be a bedroom. And then right where you see that third window is actually right where the tub is going to go. And that's where, I think in the previous slide, you saw a blue X. There was like some trash underneath where the refrigerator used to be. Yeah, if you go back on the video, you can see that. That's where the bathroom is going to be, instead of it being that little blue wall that was in the entry. Because that was a very long, narrow space that's now been kind of cut in half, and half of it's going to be a bedroom, and then the other half is going to be that still same living room, but where the bathroom was, it's going to be a kitchen. So when I'm taking this picture right here, I'm actually kind of standing with one leg in the living room and one leg in the kitchen. I know, right? It's pretty trippy, but when you go into these properties and you have the vision, you can kind of make it happen, and people start to get it. Now, I had to take this picture like so, because once we start putting the drywall up, it's going to look like a completely different place. The framing and the drywall makes it look like a whole a whole new complete property when you walk in. So the next slide, you can see now, bam, it's drywall, and you know that space that was there is no longer there. There's a hallway, and I'm standing again kind of in the living room kitchen, which was the living room bathroom. So that's that space there, and again we got a clear shot of the front door. And then let's look at where we are as of today. Today we're right here, bam. You know, it was drywall, but it's been taped, it's been kind of textured. The door changed, it's a new contemporary door, and things are coming together on this space. So I just kind of wanted to show you kind of like, you know, an example of, you know, projects that I'm working on. Again, this is the fourth project I'm working on. I'm an investor partner on this project. My partner is actually the principal, but, you know, I'm hands-on kind of with ideas. I'm there taking pictures, as well as letting you know, just, you know, as a part of the TVHG network, you know, what I'm doing, things that I'm working on. You know, I'm a realtor. Of course, I got a listing or two. I'm helping a buyer or two as well. But when you do projects like this, it adds significantly to your bottom line. And that's one of the reasons that I want to encourage you as a realtor, if you're watching this, or as a broker, you know, to not just do buyers and sellers and focus on commission. That's important, and you can still do that. But also see if you can get in on projects like this. Lastly, there's a picture from the outside. You can take a look at where we are right now in comparison to the first picture. I mean, we've already, you know, changed out the door. We put in new windows. She started to frame the windows. This thing is really coming together. I'd say we're probably right in the middle. We got keys like the first part of July. We got keys like the first part of July, and it's the first part of August. I'm thinking like probably right around September. This property will be back on the market. I plan to be the listing agent on it, and you know, I'll definitely keep you posted on the progress, because I mean, we definitely, you know, got something that's brewing here, and we'll, you know, you can see how it unfolds. You'll see the finished product. You'll know when you'll be one of the first to know when it's ready to hit the market. And so that's part of being a TVHG network. You know, we want to let you know about things that are coming soon. Of course, this is one investor that I'm working with. And then in our network, we have other investors and other projects that haven't hit the market yet. So it's nice to kind of know what's coming up, especially if you have buyers that are looking to buy. We can, you know, kind of expand your network, as well as increase your understanding about how these projects work, how to get financing, so on and so forth. So again, I'm Emil Belvin. I am a realtor and investor here in Los Angeles. I'm with the Vacant Home Guy. Thanks for joining me. Continue to subscribe and be a part of the TVHG network. We'll keep you posted on progress. Talk to you soon.